Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, the voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Dusty Sonnenberg. Well, under bright sunshine, it is 38 degrees on the barn thermometer. Right now, we're looking for a high near 60, a beautiful March day. Hey, want to say a quick hats off to everybody that coordinated the last 2 days at the Conservation Tillage and Technology Conference, a great educational event for everybody that attended. Joining me today is Dan Corcoran, and Dan was just named one of the master farmers at the Conservation Tillage and Technology Conference. Dan, you farm down by Piketon, Ohio. Tell us a little bit about the family and the farming operation.
Very good. I farm with two brothers and a nephew. Tim and Dennis are my brothers, and a nephew, Greg. We farm mainly Scioto River Valley bottoms, which is sandy, gravelly type soil. About 30 years ago, we started no-till and have really liked what it's done for us as far as moisture conservation. We've gotten into the cover crops in the last 10 years. Trying to build up a little organic matter. With every point of organic matter you raise it, you pick up a lot of water retention capabilities, and we are seeing results. We're getting higher organic matter tests back with our use of cover crops, and we really like how that cover crop keeps our soil mellow when we get it planted and then holds that moisture in and protects that soil from overheating, keeps the microbiology in there alive and working and doing lots of positive things for our farm. So
2024 had to be a challenging year with the dry weather conditions that we experienced, and then especially on some of those sandy soils. Talk about that, maybe the difference you saw in some of the no-till cover crop fields you had versus maybe some of the folks in the area that didn't have those same practices.
Right. Well, 2024 started out great. We had beautiful stands of cover crop, beautiful stands of corn and soybeans. Things really looked up, but then the water shut off. And we were concerned. We were set ourselves up for a great yield, and invested in it already. But as the year went on, we could see we were going to be hit pretty hard. We ended up about 60% of a normal crop year, which was better than most of the farmers around us. And we contribute that to our use of cover crops and our no-till and the capability that it has to help us retain as much water as we can. And recycling nutrients with cover crops is so important. We don't have stratification of phosphorus or potassium that some other people talk about, because those cover crops keep blending everything that we have down deep and allowed us to bring everything up and utilize it that same year. So we're pretty high on cover crops.
That sounds good. Again, my guest today is Dan Corcoran. Dan was recognized as a master farmer here in the state of Ohio. We are at the Conservation Tillage and Technology Conference. Dan, congratulations. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you very much. It's an honor.
Well, let's take a look now at your Thursday weather forecast brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com.
Warmer air starting to push into Ohio today. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Let's take a look at that Ohio forecast update. No major changes here. Warmer air today as winds are starting to turn to the south. Full-on south winds hit the area tomorrow. They will be quite gusty at times, especially in the afternoon. These strong gusty winds coming ahead of a monster storm system that wants to throw itself into the eastern Corn Belt. The low itself still wants to park in the upper Midwest, but we see the frontal boundary sweeping through overnight, tomorrow night, through Saturday morning and midday. First round of rain is going to be relatively light and spread evenly across most of the state. Secondary round late Saturday night into Sunday could feature some strong thunderstorms, and those can boost our rain totals quite substantially. I'm still looking at 1/4 to maybe 1.5 inches of rain with coverage at 100% of Ohio. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more after this.
Nearly 90% of farmers say that financial worries, constantly changing market conditions, and other uncontrollable variables take a toll on their mental well-being. Add in the weather and family dynamics, well, it's a lot to handle alone. But did you know farmers and their families can receive free confidential services from licensed professionals? Support is available 24/7 to help with the challenges you face. Look for Farm Family Wellness Alliance under the Resources tab at farmfoundation.org. Take care of yourself. Your well-being matters.
This quick calendar reminder, the Jackson County Regional Livestock Market will have a club pig sale on March the 16th at 2 o'clock p.m. Visit jcrlm.com, your livestock authority. Let's get an analysis on today's markets from Leist Mercantile. This update brought to us by Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years.
I'm Ryan Metzger with Leist Mercantile, providing you with your weekly export data update. This morning, the USDA released their export sales data for the week ending March 6th. Corn sales were seen at 967.3 thousand metric tons, which was within the estimate range. Soybean sales were seen at 751.7 thousand metric tons, which beat estimates, and wheat sales were at 783.4 thousand metric tons, which was also within the estimate range. To now meet the USDA export targets, we need to see weekly sales of 459.9 thousand metric tons of corn, 180.9 thousand metric tons of soy, and 80.5 thousand metric tons of wheat. Please visit our website, leistmercantile.com, to learn more about our grain marketing program and crop insurance services.
Thanks, Ryan. Let's take a look now at your markets, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com. May corn is trading up 7 cents higher, $4.67 3/4 cents. May soybeans are trading up 13 1/4 cents at $10.13 3/4 cents, and wheat for May up 7 cents at $5.61. Live cattle trading higher, lean hogs trading lower. Thanks for joining us. You're listening to the Ohio AgNet.